Hey guys, this is Cubing Dylan. Today I'll be teaching you how to solve the Pyraminx. The Pyraminx is much easier than it seems. It's actually much easier than the 3x3 Rubik's Cube because the Pyraminx only has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides that you can turn. Meanwhile, the 3x3 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 ways you could turn the cube, making the Pyraminx much easier. So now I'll teach you notation. So it's very similar to 3x3 notation, but there's only 4 sides you can turn, so this is notation. The right side is R, the left side is L, the up side is U, and the back side is B. So this is R, this is R prime, this is L, this is L prime, this is U, this is U prime, this is B, and this is B prime. Now you won't have to turn the back side when you're solving the Pyraminx, so you don't really have to remember that. So now scramble up your Pyraminx. And don't forget these 4 tips too, because why not? So the first thing you want to do is just fix these 4 tips. You could pretty much just figure it out by yourself. Just kind of keep turning it until they're solved. Move on to the next one. It's very easy. You can understand it by yourself. Very intuitive. So now you have the tip solved. So now we need to find the 3 yellow tips. So we have one right here, and one right here, which makes the yellow layer. So now we need to align all 3 yellow centers. The center pieces are these little pieces which only have one color on them. So you can align the yellow center pieces by holding the yellow layer facing you and do this. So you're going to turn the right side as many times as you need until the yellow is facing you. So now the yellow is facing you. Now you can move on to the left side, facing you, and then the top side. So now we have these 3 yellow centers facing you. So now you're going to put the yellow on the bottom and try to find an edge piece on the top that has yellow in it. So this one has yellow in it, so we can use it. This one does not have yellow in it, so we cannot use it. So let's use this one. So now let's just turn it until the non-yellow color on this edge piece aligns with a blue center. This would not work even though there's a blue one right there. It would not work because it's not perfectly aligned. So that would work. So this edge piece needs to go right here. So the spot where it needs to go is to the right. So when it's to the right from where it already is, you do this algorithm. R, U prime, R prime. And now it's in its spot. So now let's move on to this edge. So let's just keep turning it until it's aligned. Now this time, the spot where it needs to go, which is right here, is to the left where it is. So when it's to the left, you do this algorithm. L prime, U, L. And now it's in its spot. Now my last edge with yellow in it is in its spot, but it's flipped. This might not happen for you. You might have one of the other 2 cases, but I have this. So if you have this, what you can do is do one of the 2 algorithms I just taught you. I'll do this one, R, U prime, R prime, and now that edge is on the top, so now you can align it with its center. And now it needs to go to the left. So when it needs to go to the left, you do this algorithm, L prime, U, L. Now that we have these 3 edge pieces solved, now we need to solve this second layer. So let's just start by aligning the top centerpiece with the other 2 centerpieces it goes with. So we could just keep turning the top until it's aligned. So now it's aligned. All 3 centerpieces are aligned on all 3 sides. So there are 3 similar cases you can get. There's this one where there are 2 unsolved edges. They're in their spots, but they're flipped. So when you have this case, you do this algorithm. L, R prime, L prime, R, U prime, R, U, R prime. So then there's this case, which there's actually another case that looks very similar to this, where there are 2 solved edge pieces on all 3 sides, but they're not solved with their center pieces. So there is this one where these need to go there, these need to go there, and these need to go there. So when they're going to the left, you do this algorithm. R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime. Now there's another case which looks very similar to it, but these go there, and these go there, so they're going to the right. So when they go to the right, you do this algorithm. R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime. Now there's this case which has 3 unsolved edges. There are 2 that have one of their colors aligned with the centers, and there's one that is very wrong and isn't aligned with any of its centers. So when you get this case, put the completely unsolved edge in the back. Now there are 2 cases like this that you can get. There's one with 1 unsolved edge on the left and 1 unsolved edge on the right. So when the 1 unsolved edge is on the left, you do this algorithm. L, U, R, U prime, R prime, L prime. And when the 1 unsolved edge is on the right, you do this algorithm. R prime, U prime, L prime, U, L, R. Congratulations, you just learned how to solve the Pyraminx. If you have any questions or concerns, please comment them down below because I really want to help you guys. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified whenever I upload a new fun cubing video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!